What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Shoot. This is crazy, man. So let's wait for a few people to come in. I kind of want to talk about this. It's not gonna be too long. And also too, it's a trailer. I want to talk about. Nate Parker got recently a new film supposed to be coming out. It's called American Skin, and I want to give my thoughts on that. That looks really a good masterpiece. This actually was pretty good with Birth of a Nation. That was a great movie. That actually the story of Nat Turner. 1831 when he led the slave rebellion. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing. He should have won an Oscar for that. But he got into some trouble, legal trouble, whatever. Some rape allegations happened years ago. Of course. But let's get into this article here. So with Twitch here. So Twitch is no longer, well, if you guys don't know, Twitch is a game streaming service. It actually started off with just, hardcore gamers, I'll say, or people who wants to, have an opportunity to create an audience and also income, where people have the ability to donate and they can show off their skills, right? They're playing the games, they can do cheat codes. It's just something that's really good. I think it's another good avenue for individuals who actually start into the gaming industry and YouTube and how they live stream playing Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S. You got PS3, PS4. And individuals, they can create like a good live stream, a good audience playing video games. People playing the Final Fantasy, people playing like the Call of Duty, the Tekken, something that's very interesting and very good. So that's originally what Twitch started off, but now you have a new flock of females, or you want to call it thoughts, people on there that's wearing these skimpy outfits on Twitch, and they're getting ways to receive a whole bunch of money and all these donations. Not only they not even showcasing their skills too much. You got some of them. There's nothing wrong with female gamers. I know a lot of female gamers on there that's into the comic industry, but for the most part, you got individuals like they're just doing it so they know they can get money off of these people, and it's one of the COO, Sarah Clemens. She's wanted to say, hey, it's a derogatory word. Basically, use the word simp, incel, version, but especially the word simp. And a simp is someone who's desperate for a woman's attention, who actually allows himself to be in a submissive role for a woman. So, for instance, she looks good, so I'm just give her money to buy her love, even though you're not. What they fail to realize, you're not accepting, or you're not developing a personal connection with that person. So overall, this person lived like millions of miles away from you, thousands of miles away from you on the other side of the planet. But because she looks good and she's on a platform, or she just shouts you out because of your username, you feel like you're developing some type of connection with that person due to you're not developing yourself, or you're not having that social skills. And it's only they're gonna take really action and banning people's live stream accounts if they use it in a derogatory term, or if they use it in a negative way. So the policy overhauls comes after Twitch was inundated with reports of sexual harassment within its community. So that's one of the other things they had to revamp the policy, because they have a huge issue of a lot of complaints and sexual harassment from using that word. And Twitch said in June that it was committed to continuing our efforts to make Twitch a safer environment, and that a review of its hateful conduct and harassment policies was underway. Simp is being banned under a portion of revamped policy that prohibits derogatory statements about another person's perceived sexual preferences. And that does include negatively targeting another person with sexually focused terms, Clemens says. Twitch is also proactively denying emotes that include all three of these terms as well. The words simp, incel, and virgin will not be banned in all situations, but Twitch will only take action when they're used for harassment. Particularly, that's how these terms come up on Twitch. So, yeah, they would take legal action according to Verge. Now, what I think is, I don't think like Sarah Clemens is really too concerned about people's feelings like that. She's more like, okay, well, I feel like this is a violation of the First Amendment, first of all, because it's very toxic, when you're like donating to, it's nothing wrong with supporting someone that you like, that may be the opposite sex, but if you're doing it just so you can kind of get in their pants or get their attention, not only you're promoting the prostitution, but you're stroking this woman's ego, and then on top of that, you're getting nothing in return. And instead of developing your social skills, that what a lot of these young men need to do, they're in denial. So when someone actually used the word, "Hey, you're simping," I don't think that's a negative way. They shouldn't ban the whole term anyway. But you gotta think about it too. Twitch is making us so much money from these female streamers in a way, because they get, once you donate to a particular streamer, they get a certain percentage of that money as well. So you look at these things like, okay, well, what's really going on? Like, it's like a huge flock of so many things. Like, I look at, these young men in comedy industries, like, they try to give these women and stuff on the internet, and they donate like $5,000, $10,000, some is $500. Some, I was reading an article on Twitter. This dude, he used his rent money, just, I think it was on Pokemon or whatever. She was a popular Twitch streamer, and just using his rent money just to donate to her. I'm looking like that's very toxic, and that just doesn't make any sense. When a man uses money, you usually put to get an investment, let you paying your bills, or something that's gonna move you into the next level. It's nothing wrong giving to charity or giving to people that you support, but once you put in your life savings to an individual so you can have some type of sexual relation, then that's a huge issue. And that's where the incels term comes from, involuntary celibate. I made a video about this not too long ago about that. But I mean, it's when you say these things like, "Hey man, these people need to hear this, because now you're going to be in denial, and the truth hurts. The truth shall make you free." And virgin, that's something different. It's nothing wrong being one. But don't think that because I had to give, the only way to lose my virginity is to give money to a woman that doesn't know me. Stop doing that. You don't have to do that. You're not obligated to do that. All because a woman looks good, I mean, you don't. Who gives her right to to suck your money away? You don't have to do that. You can even watch them, but you don't have to go out your way, waste time, and trying to get this woman's attention. But because you feel like, oh, in order for her to really, for me to stand out, let me donate $50, let me donate $100. And this is the type of manipulative tactic that a lot of female predators on on the internet uses. So my thing is, I mean, I know because of the pandemic right now, not too many people are like going on dates too much, but try to learn, like, try to develop a personal connection with the individual, someone that's in your local area. There's nothing wrong with meeting people online, but the only way you invest in a person if that's your wife. Other than that, I feel like that's very toxic in so many levels. People say, "Hey, cash at me, do this." I mean, you can do it for a good cause, but if you're doing it on a consistent basis because of a woman's body, that's not good, because they're feeding onto your flesh, right? But at the end of the day, what are you doing for yourself to develop yourself as a young man? And this is off my young men out here. I'm not trying to talk down on you guys, but this is a big L what the Twitch community is doing right now. I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't have a Twitch. I don't really play video games like that. I play, like, just by myself. I was thinking about probably get Animal Crossing or something, but for the most part, young men, it's okay if a woman says no to you if you're going out talking to them. I mean, a lot of these young men are kind of scared to talk to women because they feel like, oh, what about she embarrassed me? What about she say no? How's this gonna show my ego? How I'm supposed to feel as a young man moving on? Yeah, it might hurt, it may sting, but at the end of the day, you move forward, you keep going. Because eventually it's gonna be someone that's gonna say yes. And I'm not saying just settle just to settle. Get someone that you can kind of connect with, may have similar interests in, attracted to, or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is not the best way to go, because you're getting taken advantage of many times. These women are gonna continuously take advantage of you and live in lavish off of your expense, but still talk about you, still make videos about you, saying that you're nothing, that you're worthless. But at the same time, their primary source of income is from you brothers. So you have to take that into consideration too, right? So even if Twitch, they wasn't even getting money like that, I feel like it was just like a community base, like a Facebook or something like that. People wasn't really getting too much money like that. I don't think a lot of these women want to be going out there wearing skimpy outfits, playing video games, wearing the tank top, playing video games. So at the end of the day, this is nothing. This is not going to really help anything. Twitch updating their harassment policy, but it is what it is, though. I'm going to read a little bit more. It said, there aren't details on exactly how Twitch will enforce the ban around simp, but moderators may find it to be tricky given just how often the term is thrown around on Twitch. But yeah, man, so brothers, like, it's not it's something, you know, just kind of save your money, man. Don't go out here like even on OnlyFans stuff like that. You think about that too. I mean, you know, just you just got a lot of women, because OnlyFans really just, I think that was like a British platform. It's really supposed to be like for models or anybody who um I wouldn't even say celebrities, someone who has like a talent or showcase, and it's like a updated Patreon. But now it's more turned into like a so-called, you know, a soft porn site. You know, where women just, you know, going on there and just being dressing provocative and doing all these acts and charging you $15-$20 per month. You know, or a bundle, $50 a month. You know, for pictures, and you got a lot of brothers that are donating money and doing that type of stuff. So I mean, it's just a very toxic thing right now, because it's really putting a band-aid on a huge issue here. So that's my whole thoughts on the Twitch thing, the Twitch situation. I'm really not a huge fan of that right now. I mean, this it's just not, it's not gonna solve anything. Personally, I mean, literally, come on, this is just. But at the same time, though, you know, the Twitch, they still continuously get their money. It's not gonna really help with anything. Or brothers are still donating to women that's taking advantage of them. That's how I feel about that. So this is just pretty much irrelevant. Banning the word simp and incel and virgin. I mean, this is something that they need to hear. What's going on, right? But truth shall set you free. But this is your boy Young Lee Jr. Guys, between like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Hope you guys have a great morning. Check into my next video I'm gonna go live on. You guys take care. I'm out. Deuces.